Our story begins not with a bang, but with a note. Imagine the universe, in its very first moments, not as a chaotic explosion, but as a single, perfect tone. This is the ancient idea of the music of the spheres. It suggests that everything we see, from the smallest particle to the largest galaxy, vibrates. Each celestial body, each planet, star, and moon, was given its own unique song as it moves through the cosmos. These individual notes come together to form a grand universal symphony. It is a composition of unimaginable scale and beauty, playing out across billions of years and light years of space. This perspective changes everything. It reframes our understanding of existence from random chance to ordered harmony. The universe is a vast orchestra. We can see this principle at work even on our own world. A guitar string, when plucked, vibrates at a specific frequency to produce a note. A drum, when struck, creates waves of sound that travel through the air. The cosmos operates on a similar but far grander scale. The laws of physics themselves can be seen as the rules of this cosmic music. Gravity is the rhythm section holding everything together. Electromagnetism is the melody, creating the light and energy that fill the void. We are not just observers of this symphony, we are part of it. Every atom in our bodies hums with the same ancient energy that sparked the stars. This concept isn't just poetic, it finds echoes in the most advanced corners of modern physics. String theory, for instance, proposes that the fundamental building blocks of reality are not point-like particles. Instead, they are tiny, one-dimensional strings of energy. The way these strings vibrate determines the properties of the matter we observe. A string vibrating in one pattern might appear to us as an electron. A different vibration might manifest as a photon of light. In this view, the rich diversity of the universe arises from the different notes these fundamental strings can play. The universe is, quite literally, made of music. Think about the cosmic microwave background radiation. It is the afterglow of the Big Bang, a faint light that fills all of space. Scientists have translated the temperature fluctuations in this ancient light into sound. What we hear is a deep, humming resonance, the oldest sound in the universe. It is the bass note of creation, the remnant of that first chord that set everything in motion. We are adrift in a sea of vibrations, a cosmic ocean of sound that began 13.8 billion years ago. Our journey through space and time is a journey through this ongoing, magnificent performance. The cosmos is singing, and we are just now learning to listen. For millennia, humans have looked to the skies for answers. We have charted the stars and tracked the planets, seeking to understand our place in the cosmic dance. Many ancient cultures saw the heavens as a divine clockwork, with celestial events acting as signs or omens for life on Earth. These weren't just superstitions, they were sophisticated attempts to find patterns, to connect the macrocosm of the sky with the microcosm of human experience. They believed that what happens up there is reflected down here. A comet streaking across the night sky wasn't just a random event, it was a message, a celestial herald of change and upheaval. One of the most compelling examples of this connection comes from the Hopi people of North America. Their prophecies speak of a time of great purification, signaled by the appearance of the blue star Kachina. This celestial sign would herald the end of the fourth world and the beginning of the fifth. While the exact identity of this blue star is open to interpretation, a supernova, a comet, or perhaps a planetary alignment, the core idea is powerful. It suggests a deep resonant link between cosmic events and human destiny. The universe, through its celestial messengers, provides a roadmap for our collective journey, warning us of challenges and announcing new beginnings. This idea isn't limited to one culture. Civilizations across the globe, from the Mayans to the ancient Egyptians, built their societies around celestial alignments. They constructed massive observatories and temples like Stonehenge and Chichen Itza to track the solstices, equinoxes, and planetary cycles. These structures were more than just calendars. They were instruments designed to tune into the rhythms of the cosmos. By aligning their lives and rituals with these celestial patterns, they sought to live in harmony with the universe. They believed that by doing so, they could ensure prosperity, stability, and spiritual well-being for their people. Today, we might dismiss these beliefs as ancient mythology. But what if they contain a deeper truth? Quantum physics is beginning to show us a universe that is far more interconnected than we ever imagined. The principle of entanglement, what Einstein called spooky action at a distance, shows that two particles can be linked in such a way that the state of one instantly affects the other, no matter how far apart they are. Perhaps ancient prophecies are an intuitive understanding of this profound interconnectedness. Maybe celestial events can create subtle ripples or vibrational shifts that are felt across the cosmos, influencing our world in ways we are only just beginning to grasp. The symphony of the universe doesn't just play out in the vastness of space. It echoes within the very core of our being, in the elegant spiral of our DNA. This remarkable molecule holds the genetic blueprint for life, the instructions that build everything from a simple bacterium to a complex human being. But what if DNA is more than just a chemical code? What if it is also an antenna, exquisitely designed to receive and transmit vibrations? This idea, once on the fringes of science, is gaining new attention as we explore the intersection of biology and physics. It suggests our DNA is in constant communication with the energetic fields around us. Ancient traditions have long hinted at this connection. Many spiritual practices, from the chanting of mantras in the East to the sacred songs of indigenous peoples, are based on the power of sound. They believed that specific frequencies could heal the body, calm the mind, and elevate the spirit. Could it be that these ancient sound healers had an intuitive understanding of bioacoustics? Perhaps they knew that certain tones could resonate with our cellular structure, influencing our DNA and promoting well-being. This wasn't magic, it was a form of vibrational medicine, a technology of consciousness based on the principle of harmonic resonance. Modern science is starting to catch up. Experiments have shown that DNA can indeed be influenced by sound and light frequencies. In a process known as sonocytology, scientists have observed that cells respond to specific audible frequencies, and these vibrations can affect their structure and function. Russian biophysicist Pyotr Garyaev's research into wave genetics even suggested that DNA can absorb and transmit information through light and radio waves. This opens up a fascinating possibility that our genetic code is not a static library of information, but a dynamic, interactive system that can be tuned by external frequencies. Imagine your DNA as a complex musical instrument. Throughout life, it can become detuned by stress, pollution, and negative emotional states, leading to disharmony and disease. What if the key to health is to retune our DNA to its original, perfect frequency? This is where ancient sound frequencies could play a crucial role. Tones like the solfeggio frequencies, which are said to have been used in ancient Gregorian chants, are believed to have specific healing properties. For example, the 528 Hz frequency is often called the love frequency and is associated with DNA repair. We may be on the verge of rediscovering an ancient science of healing that uses resonance to restore the symphony of life within us. In our search for cosmic harmony, we encounter intriguing mathematical patterns. Many ancient systems of knowledge appear to be built upon the number 12. We have 12 months in a year, 12 hours on a clock face, 12 signs of the zodiac, and 12 disciples in religious traditions. This base 12 system has, really been a cornerstone of civilization for thousands of years. It's a system of order, structure, and control. It helps us measure time and organize society. But what if this framework, while useful, is also incomplete? What if it confines our consciousness, locking us into a linear perception of reality and hiding a deeper, more profound truth? The key to unlocking this limitation may lie in a lost chord, the 13th tone. In music, a 12-note chromatic scale is standard. The 13th note completes the octave, returning to the beginning but at a higher vibration. It represents completion, transition, and transcendence. It is the leap to a new level of understanding. Many ancient cultures that were suppressed or lost, such as the Mayan civilization, seem to operate on a base 13 system. Their calendars, like the Tzolk'in, were based on cycles of 13 and 20, reflecting a more fluid, cyclical understanding of time. This suggests a worldview not based on linear progression, but on an ever-expanding spiral. This spiral math is found everywhere in nature. We see it in the elegant curl of a nautilus shell, the unfurling of a fern, the arrangement of seeds in a sunflower, and the majestic arms of a spiral galaxy. This is the geometry of life and growth. It is a pattern of expansion from a central point, moving outward while always remaining connected to the source. If the number 12 represents a closed circle, the number 13 in conjunction with the spiral represents infinite, open-ended evolution. It is the key that unlocks the door from a finite reality to an infinite one, allowing for the expansion of consciousness itself. This shift from a 12-based to a 13-based consciousness could be what ancient prophecies were referring to. It is not just about changing our calendars, it is about fundamentally altering our perception of time and reality. By embracing the principle of the spiral, we can begin to unlock dormant memories and potentials stored within our DNA. Time is not a straight line from past to future. It may be a spiral where we continually revisit themes and lessons at higher levels of awareness. The 13th tone is the catalyst for this shift, the harmonic frequency that allows us to break free from the loop and spiral upward into a new state of being. Myths are more than just fanciful stories from a forgotten time. They are deep, symbolic narratives that contain timeless truths about the human condition and our relationship with the cosmos. For too long, we have dismissed these tales as primitive attempts to explain the world. But what if they are something more? What if myths are a kind of spiritual roadmap, a blueprint for psychological and spiritual transformation left for us by our ancestors? They speak in a language of archetypes and symbols that resonates with the deepest parts of our psyche, guiding us through the challenges of existence. Consider for a moment the algorithm of 12 as a form of control. The 12-based systems that govern our lives, our clocks, our calendars, create a predictable, linear structure. This structure can provide stability, but it can also become a cage for consciousness. It encourages a materialistic worldview, focused on finite resources and the linear progression of time. This is the world of the machine, an ordered but soulless existence. Myths from around the world often tell of a hero who must break free from such a system. The hero must venture into the unknown, face chaos, and return with a treasure that revitalizes the kingdom. This heroic journey is a metaphor for our own spiritual awakening. The kingdom is our own consciousness, which has become rigid and sterile. The hero is that part of us that yearns for something more, for a deeper connection to the mystery of life. The chaos the hero must face is the breakdown of our old beliefs and perceptions. It is the disorienting but necessary process of letting go of the familiar. The treasure is the reintegration of the 13th element, the spiritual, the intuitive, the feminine principle, which brings wholeness and balance back into our lives. Myths provide the map for this perilous but essential journey. As we stand at what many believe is the cusp of a great transition, a cosmic reset, these ancient stories become more relevant than ever. They are not just tales about gods and monsters. They are instruction manuals for navigating profound change. They teach us that periods of chaos are not to be feared, but are a necessary prelude to renewal. They remind us that we have the inner resources to overcome any challenge and to co-create a new world. By studying these mythic blueprints, we can understand the psychological and spiritual stages of the transformation we are undergoing, both individually and as a species. The myths show us the way home. When we think of sacred geography, our minds often turn to the ancient pyramids of Egypt or the stone circles of Europe. But the continent of North America holds its own profound and ancient secrets. It is a land interwoven with a complex network of sacred sites, many of which are aligned with cosmic patterns and celestial events. From the massive earthwork mounds of the Ohio Valley to the sun-drenched canyons of the Southwest, this land has a powerful, energetic signature. Indigenous traditions have long held that these places are special points of connection between the Earth and the cosmos, where the veil between worlds is thin. These sites were not chosen at random. Places like Cahokia, with its giant monk's mound, were once thriving ceremonial centers precisely aligned to track the sun and stars. Chaco Canyon in New Mexico is a stunning example of celestial architecture, with buildings oriented to solar and lunar cycles. These ancient peoples were masters of what we might call geomancy, the art of sensing and working with the Earth's natural energy fields, or ley lines. They understood that the land itself has a heartbeat, a resonant frequency. By building their ceremonial centers on these powerful spots, they could amplify their connection to both the Earth and the heavens. This network of sacred sites across North America can be seen as a kind of circuit board. It is a system designed to anchor and distribute cosmic energies across the continent. The patterns of these sites often mirror the patterns of constellations in the sky, reflecting the ancient principle of as above, so below. The serpent mounds, the medicine wheels, and the kivas are not just relics of the past. They are dormant instruments, energetic resonators waiting to be reactivated. They are part of a vast, continental-scale sacred technology designed to maintain harmony between humanity and the wider universe. As we await the dawn of the prophesied fifth world, this sacred geography may play a pivotal role. The idea of a cosmic reset is one of vibrational tuning. The Earth and everything on it is being subjected to new and higher frequencies emanating from the galactic center. The sacred sites of North America, with their deep connection to the Earth's core and their alignment with the cosmos, may act as primary tuning forks in this process. They are the anchors for a new harmony, the nodes in a planetary energy grid that is waking up. By honoring these places and recognizing their significance, we can participate in this great retuning and help harmonize our own frequency with the rising song of the Earth.